In our last videos, if you haven't watched them yet, go check them out now. Our adventure spent a few days exploring the magical town of Xilitla. Today, we find our travelers awake before the break of dawn in a race against the clock to see one of the rarest natural wonders of Mexico.
It's 5:30. It's about time to go.
Today, we're heading 1 hour north of Xilitla to Sotano de Las Golondrinas, or Cave of Swallows, a giant abyss near the town of Aquismon. We'll get into more detail later, but all you have to know now is that we are on a time crunch. At around 7 or 8 o'clock a.m. every morning, something amazing happens at that cave, and we only have a short window to catch it.
You gotta be freaking kidding me. Definitely hit a roadblock. Like literally, the road is under construction.
We're gonna miss it.
We're totally gonna miss it. Oiga, para llegar a las golondrinas. Okay. Okay. Gracias. It's okay. There is another way to get there.
But now the problem is time.
Will we make it in time? The sun's so high in the sky. Damn it. I mean, it's beautiful though. Look at that. Jeez.
God damn it. Finally made it to the parking lot where we paid a 40 per person entrance fee and started racing down 500 plus stairs.
All right, we're gonna run down these stairs, guys. There's about 500 steps, and the guy up there was like, ya mero salen. So they're almost coming out. We gotta run. Well, as fast as one can run downstairs, anyways. Literally running down steps. We got this, guys. We got this. As we get closer, you can hear the birds chirping, gathering energy. So there's multiple miradors. The guide just told us that the second one is the best one. So to keep following the stairs until the second one, we just passed the first one. So let's go. Segundo mirador.
So as we approach the second mirador, we have to be quiet because it all depends on how much noise there is around the cave.
So keep it quiet, guys. There seems to already be people here. The sky looks like it's covered in haze right now, right above the cave. So we may have to wait for a while, but I think we made it.
I think we made it. Guys, it looks like we got here. So if I'm correct, you can pay to get as close to the edge as physically possible. So these guys are literally leaned up against the edge over here. We got a little rope with a guide, and they've got the best view in the house, that's for sure. It's exactly 7:30. You can see the occasional parakeet flying up in groups of like 2 or 3. But this place is called beautiful. So you would think, why the heck do you want to go watch birds come out of a cave? But I'm so excited. How are you?
Yeah, the anticipation's building because you can hear the birds in the distance, and
Such a nice day.
This place is called Sotano de Las Golondrinas, which translates to Cave of Swallows or Basement of Swallows. But the funny thing is that this place actually doesn't house or is not the home of any kind of swallows. Just when they first discovered it, they thought that the birds looked like swallows and it just stuck. So now it's still Cave of the Swallows. It's actually white chest swifts and green parakeets. They fly out of here. So we're excited.
Sotano de las Golondrinas is one of Mexico's 13 natural wonders, and we can see why. It is the largest known cave shaft in the world, a 1,200-foot drop from the highest part of the opening to its base. And as you can see, it's a natural refuge for thousands of white-collared swift and green parakeets. Every day at around 7 to 8 a.m., the birds begin to rise from the cave, flying in circles, gaining more and more height. And then when you least expect it,
Everyone starts to leave after the first wave, but they told us that if you hang around, there is a second wave. You can hear them. This is a daily event that draws quite a few spectators daily. Weekdays are the best time to come, and as long as the weather permits it, the magical dance of these beautiful white-collared swifts and green parakeets will begin as soon as the daylight floods the cave. It usually lasts for about 20 to 30 minutes as all the birds clear out of the cave for the day, and another spectacle happens in the evenings as they return for the night. Also following a similar pattern of dancing in circles before free-falling with tucked wings into the abyss. Well, that was fun.
and what goes down must come up.
The dreaded climb up. We came down pretty fast. What time is it?
8:20.
8:20. Let's see how fast we get to the top. Go.
You can make the trip for sunrise or for sunset, as there should be a show at both times. But now that we've seen it with our own eyes, we'll wrap up our time in the region by exploring the nearby town of Aquismon.
Sweat and all, 8:33, we are in the car.
Not too bad.
13 minutes.
13 minutes, yeah.
Now, on to the next stop.
Aquismon is a 30-minute drive from the Sotano and is designated a Pueblo Magico. It's a small town of only a few thousand people with a lively square full of people during the week and surrounded by mountains and rainforests. When we arrived, the mountains were covered in fog and just gave the town an even more magical feel. So guys, we made a pit stop in a little town called Aquismon.
Yeah, and if you wanted to, you could actually stay here. There's places to stay, hotels, and it's actually a good base for the caves, like Sotano de Las Golondrinas. It's probably about half an hour.
I think, yeah, like less than 45 minutes.
Yeah, and it is beautiful.
All the birds are just alive right now, and I love that this sign has a swift.
The swift.
One
yeah.
of the swifts, yeah.
And then just the mountains, it's super lush jungle surrounding this
Yeah,
place.
the fog right above. Is it fog or clouds?
I don't know.
The mist.
But I think this little town's a visit on its own. Like, I mean, it's cool to pass by, but I would make it a point to
Stop in the town.
Yeah.
It's actually a Pueblo Magico too. After making our way around the square, we found a spot near the center of town to grab some breakfast. And like most breakfast spots, it didn't disappoint.
Of course, got some chilaquiles. So we're here at Restaurant Mary's, right outside the plaza in Aquismon. And just gonna eat, and then sadly we're heading back home.
Xilitla, it was nice.
As we wrap up our time here in Aquismon, that also brings our Xilitla series to an end. We had an amazing time and would highly recommend a few nights in Xilitla for quick access to some amazing spots nearby. Keep an eye out for our next video where we'll give you our top 10 must-dos in La Huasteca Potosina. But for now, see you guys in the next one.
We say goodbye to our favorite adventurers and wish them luck on the next adventure, wherever it may be.